Good day and welcome to my webinar, Inventor 2020, What's New? My name is Tiana Rabi and I'm the Applications Engineer working for Baker Baynes. Who is Baker Baynes? Baker Baynes has evolved over the past 5 years from being an Autodesk reseller to a consulting company, set out to solve customer problems through digital transformation, helping them design and make a better world. In doing so, we offer various business process improvements, consulting services, survey and design hardware and consulting, design software consulting, topped off with a blended learning approach to how we believe our customers can or should digest information. Baker Baynes consults in the following industries: in build, civil, energy, manufacturing, and process plant and mining. Now, on the agenda for this webinar, what does Inventor 2020 deliver? Enhancements within the user interface, commands, and design, multi-monitor support, performance, frame generator, customer-driven improvements, interoperability, Inventor and Fusion 360 AnyCAD, accessing Inventor 2020, and then questions at the end of the webinar. Inventor 2020 is built for today's engineering and design professional. Inventor customers from around the world continue to provide feedback and drive enhancements to the Inventor 2020 experience. This release marks continued focus on improved performance and core modeling workflows that enable professional-grade mechanical engineering design. Inventor 2020 also delivers an enhanced user interface for a more productive experience and modernized look and feel. Inventor 2020 delivers in the following categories: enhanced user interface and workflows, streamlined part modeling, smart sketch profile detection, multi-monitor app frame, and a modernized look and feel. Secondly, customer-driven improvements, which is solid sweep, frame design productivity, complex surface unwrap and flattening, read-only mode, setting presets, and several more. And then lastly, continued delivery and professional-grade functionality, faster import, patterning navigation, tube and pipe route edits, as well as expanded express mode functionality. The user interface enhancements. A new user interface theme is part of the enhancements for 2020. The light theme updates touch all aspects of the user interface, including the color scheme, icons, display color or background, manipulators, and ground plane. It's really nice to know that the color scheme has changed to a lighter color scheme. For that reason, you can see your commands much better in the ribbon, your icons, and also the design that you're busy with. Also, there are new graphic presets designed as alternatives for time spent adjusting display parameters. Then next, the visual refresh. Various parts of the Inventor user interface underwent a refresh to update their display. It's the following: new lighting styles, light theme and light theme IBL, which is the default, icon refresh, Inventor ribbon and browser icons are updated and refreshed to complement the new light theme interface. Feature manipulators, updated colors that work with the light theme interface. Thread texture, updated thread texture to provide better fidelity. Ground plane, updated to be compatible with the new color scheme. Added option to dynamically reduce the grid line count when zooming out. The count is restored gradually as you zoom in. The major axes are colored to match the origin axis seen in the model tray in the lower left corner of the graphics display. Command enhancements. The property panel layout and buttons are enhanced. New commands have been added. So you can see there on the left-hand side of your screen, the command property panels, which includes extrude, revolve, sweep, and thread. You can see two windows on the right-hand side, which is extrude and the sweep property panel command windows. Multi-monitor support. You can use a single Inventor session in multi-window and with multi-monitors. The new window management commands allows you to drag document tabs outside the main Inventor window onto another monitor. Not available when a command is active though. Then arrange documents side by side, top to bottom in various configurations. Window tile toggles are moved to the advanced drop-down menu at the far right of the document tab bar. Then clean screen also hides the document tab. The propose, if you want to work without the browser, document tabs, and ribbon, and maximize your workspace, use the clean screen toggle. Model browser and dockable windows can be docked to the primary or secondary window frames. That is it for multi-monitor support. This helps you so much more and makes your design life much easier. Performance. Significant performance improvements are seen in the following areas. Number 1, in assembly. Entering in-place edit is faster. Window selection when using component, part, or body selection filters shows a significant performance improvement. Pan, zoom, and rotate, in other words, your 3D mouse commands. Performance for multiple component selections, sets are improved. Component patterns was redesigned to the following. Improved performance in preview display and navigation. Use the active view representation, not the master view representation. Improved pattern compute performance. Improved performance of patterning virtual components. Then, using the visibility toggle in the marking and context menus is faster for deeper level in large assemblies. Using object visibility to change the state of work features, 2D sketches, 3D sketches, and so on. And then express mode, 3D section view performance is improved. Tube and pipe, overall performance is improved. Then we get to part. Feature part performance is improved for nested feature patterns and identical feature patterns. Part files with imported DXF or DWG files open much faster. Then we get to drawing. Improved view preview performance provides faster drawing workflows. Changing hidden line displays of a part in an assembly view using the part browser context menu, hidden lines option. Auxiliary view creation is faster and is most noticeable when working with large assemblies. Drawing section view performance is improved. And then we get to AnyCAD, the last one. Import and edit performance of refresh AnyCAD assembly files is improved, and then import dialog box displays faster. Sweep a tool body along a path. This is for the design enhancements. You can use solid sweep to create complex shapes, simulate tool paths, or to design timing screws. The tool body is not required to be a revolved or cylindrical body. Following are some tips for successful solid sweeps. Avoid making overlapping segments in your sketches. Don't make too many sketches over each other, otherwise your sweep will not work. Your solid sweep will not work. Place the tool body at the start of the sweep path, like you can see in the image on the right-hand side. The path is not required to be G1, which is tangent, or G2, which is smooth continuous. But the best results are obtained with smooth continuous paths. When you create the tool body, use the minimum amount of geometry and avoid internal voids. This increases both performance and compute success. If the sweep fails to compute, try removing tool body fillets. In some cases, it might help to add fillets in your model. The helical curve command creates an associative center axis you can select as the direction vector in an aligned sweep. The new unwrap command can flatten faces that cannot be calculated with the unfold or sheet metal flat pattern commands. For example, To determine a fabric pattern for all 4 flattening stamped objects, Unwrap does not use bend calculations to flatten the selected faces. A heat map is displayed during the Unwrap process so that you can see areas of highest to least tension. In other words, the red area that you see is the highest tension, and the blue areas that you will see is the least tension. Anything other like green or yellow will be in between. You can specify a contiguous segment to remain linear or rigid. The option create dedicated view representation makes it easy to isolate and document the output surface. Then, when using the taper option with adjacent regions, the operation merges the faces to create a single unified result. Identifying and selecting loops and regions is significantly enhanced. As you hover or move the cursor over sketch loops or enclosed regions, they highlight. So you can just move your mouse over the area that you want to select, and the whole area will highlight. This behavior applies to sketch blocks as well. As a previous release, use Control plus your click to add or remove items from the selection set. The cursor and status bar notification updates to show the action that will happen as you hover over loops or regions. Then lastly, for design enhancements, sketch blocks consumed by features now display in the relationship dialog box. Content center enhancements. A plus sign no longer displays in front of the category that does not have a sub folder. So if there's nothing extra in that folder, the plus sign will not show there anymore. For you to go click on the plus sign and then see there's nothing open, that's wasting time. You can now search using keywords such as ANSI, M8x13, and the related members display in the search results. In addition, Quick Search now supports 2 wildcard characters like, number 1, the asterisk, which represents 1 or more characters, and then the question mark, which represents a single character. Now, when installing a new version of Inventor, you can migrate certain settings from a previous release. You select which groups of settings to migrate. New groups of command settings can be migrated between releases, like settings, as in the command settings. Select this option to migrate property panel advanced settings options. No preset settings and last use settings for property panel based commands. Content presets. Select this option to feature custom presets for property panel based commands. The property panel based commands include hole, extrude, revolve, sweep, and thread. Also frame generator commands such as end cap, miter, notch, lengthen, and shorten. Also stored are drawing symbol commands presets for end fill, welding symbols, surface texture, and feature control frames. Right, then we get to the frame generator. Use the new insert end cap command to close structural frame members. You can set the position, thickness, and specify the profile shape, and then also other properties as well. The notch command is now a property panel. In the new panel, you do not need to select an option to notch multiple members at the same time. Previously, it was difficult to create a custom notch. In this release, you can now specify the following: the basic profile to set a single offset value, custom eye template to set multiple offset values, custom profile, if available, to use a custom notch profile saved in the content center family, and then check the new perpendicular cut option to create precise intersections. So you can see in the image on the right hand side, this is the notch on the end caps window. So they have a frame there which they want to add an end cap on, and it's actually very easy to do that with the Inventor 2020. The miter command is now a property panel. In the new panel, you do not need to select an option to miter multiple members at the same time as well. A trim selected part checkbox is added that lists that lets you select the site you want to keep. So you can now remove end treatments from multiple members at the same time. You can now interact with in-canvas manipulators when you insert or change a frame member. In addition to the new property panel, the lengthen or shorten command now allows you to specify asymmetric offset values. Like you can also see there in the two pop-up windows there on the right-hand side of your screen. Customer-driven improvements, solid sweep, frame design productivity, complex surface unwrap and flattening, read-only mode, setting presets, and several more from Inventor ideas that came from you. So the mirror components or sheet metal enhancements. The mirror component command now recognizes a sheet metal part and lets you link the sheet metal style of the source component to the mirrored copy, like you can see in the first image there on the left. Joint creation enhancements. You can now select the center point of a slot to define a joint. We weren't able to do that in the previous versions. Tube and pipe. The application options file tab file naming default dialog box now includes a tube and pipe tab where you can specify how tube and pipe creates files and folders. For example, you can use these settings to keep the folder structure flat and completely eliminate the AIP subdirectory. In addition, you can now configure the naming scheme using the options in the new add attribute drop list. Then the design accelerator shaft generator. The shaft component generator dialog box now includes a toggle that allows you to specify how files and folders for shaft components are being created. Inventor read-only mode allows you to access Inventor parts, IPT, assembly, IAM, drawing, IDW or DWG, and then presentation IPN files for viewing in the Inventor user interface without consuming a license. Anyone who does not have Inventor installed can use this mode by downloading the Inventor trial, and here's the link: www.autodesk.com/products/inventor/free-trial. Trial access to full Inventor capabilities is time-bound. Inventor read-only mode does not expire. This is really important to know. Read mode for Inventor does not expire. It's not like a trial version that expires after 30 days. I will read the link again: www.autodesk.com/products/inventor and /free-trial. Important. Inventor read-only mode is intended for viewing. A file can't be edited or saved in read-only mode and doesn't support the creation of 3D model-based annotations, 2D annotations, or 2D dimensions. You can only view. Right. Interoperability. The import enhancements in Inventor 2020 is for the following: Capture version 5, JT version 10.2, Paris Solid 31.0, Rhino 6.0, and then SolidWorks 2001 plus to 2019. And then your export enhancements are the same, but it excludes SolidWorks. Inventor and Fusion 360 AnyCAD. Translation and interoperability. AnyCAD for Fusion 360, which was released in 2018.2 as a tech preview, is now fully released as a feature for Inventor and Fusion 360 subscribers. AnyCAD for Fusion 360 is for customers who need to share data between Fusion 360 and Inventor for collaboration, generative design, electromechanical, and other workflows. So you can see there on the screen, AnyCAD for Fusion 360, associativity with Fusion 360 designs, and also access to Fusion 360 generative design. That is generative design that it shows you there on the right-hand side. The top screen over there, that is generative design. Then, accessing Inventor 2020 for the desktop app and your Autodesk account. Autodesk desktop app is a content delivery solution. The desktop component installs with Microsoft Windows-based Autodesk 2020 products and suites to keep Autodesk subscribers and maintenance plan customers informed of product updates, new releases, new features, and special subscribers only learning and training materials as they become available. Autodesk desktop app replaces the previous in-product update components and the Autodesk application manager. So, if you do not have the Autodesk desktop app installed, you can download and install your product updates from your Autodesk account page, which is https://manage.autodesk.com. If you only type that in, manage.autodesk.com, you will get to the sign-in window or the login window of your Autodesk account. Having the Autodesk desktop app on your phone, that is also very nice to have. So you don't have to log into your Autodesk account. Everything will be already there. It's always signed in, and you can just open it through your desktop and update as it's necessary. And then questions. If you do have any questions, on the next window, I'm going to show you my email address. Over there, you can see it. We are open from Mondays till Friday from 8 till 11:30, which is our support desk. Only the support desk will be opened on that time. So you can call anytime between those hours. And then that's our telephone number if you want to reach us, 011-568-2060. And when you do have any questions regarding problems with your software, please email support@bakerbaynes.com. And then regarding any questions in this webinar, you can email me. My name is Tian at bakerbaynes.com. I'm going to leave it open for a few more seconds so that you can write it down if you want. Then please go follow us, our Baker Baynes online pages on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. This webinar will also be uploaded on YouTube after the webinar is finished, and also on the GoToWebinar app. You can go look at the webinar video. That is it from me today. I really hope that this webinar was informative enough and that you learned something new. Like I said, if you do have any questions, please, I'm going to go back to that slide. Email me with your questions, and I will, as soon as I can, email you back with the correct answers. And I hope that I would be able to help you with your answers of your questions. And that is it for me today. Thank you very much for joining in on this webinar, and good luck.